Welcome back to the channel. We're going to show you the progress we've got done on this shed, and if you can count the number of times my dogs chase each other across the screen, then you win a prize. The prize is nothing. Congratulations. Alright, so we weren't very productive the last couple of weeks between it raining a lot and a road trip, and then after I got my video all edited, it decided to delete itself. But I did finally get it all done, and so it should be here. It's just a little bit of demo and a little bit more building. We, again, didn't really get that much done. It was really only a couple hours worth of video that I was able to record. But we'll get more done in the next couple of weeks because I'm going to a different schedule. I will have more days off in a week to actually get things done. So the upload schedule should get better from here on out. Alright, here we are at the back of the yard, and I built part of this shed before I got all my reclaimed lumber, which unfortunately. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take that 2x6 and that one and the other one, and we're going to replace them with these, because I have a lot of these and they cost me a lot less than those 2x6s. I can use those 2x6s for something. If I had to start all over again, knowing the amount of lumber that I was going to get for a low price with reclaimed lumber, if I had to start all over again, I would still use these 4x4s because these are pressure treated. Okay, anything that's going to have direct contact with the ground, you need to have pressure treated. Okay, this right here is sitting on a concrete block, which is basically a sponge made out of stone. Okay, it's not direct ground contact, but it's just as good, because that is absolutely going to soak up water and transmit it right into that wood if it's not pressure treated. So it's very important, anything that's going to have ground contact or be in contact with something like concrete that is also basically the ground, you need to make sure that's pressure treated. Don't cheap out on your ground contact wood. Reclaimed is love, reclaimed is life, but you need to use pressure treated for your ground contact wood. Alright, now that I've got the new old board put up here, I have chosen to overhang it by a foot to the rear, 12 inches. I don't know what that is in millimeters. And it's 23 inches to here, so it's almost 2 feet. I think this board is right around 13 feet long. Alright, so now I've got it set up here, and before I start nailing, I'm actually going to mark a good spot there. I don't know if you can actually see that, but I can. I'm going to mark that spot right there where I know this needs to be lined up here, because as soon as I start hammering on this, then it's likely to start as soon as I start hammering on this, it's likely to move this way or that way or some other way, and then it won't be lined up anymore. So I'll go ahead and mark it. That way if it does move, I know it moved. Alright, so I went ahead and started these nails off camera because I didn't have a good place to put this where I didn't think that the camera was going to fall down. It's also very windy, just bear with it. So I put these nails in at an angle, so when I drive them in, they'll go into the wood. Right, these nails are actually not quite long enough. They can get through there, but that ain't going to grab nothing. You'd be able to pull it right back off with your hand no matter how many nails you put in it. So I put 2 here, and then I'll probably put 2 more down here in the bottom just to make sure it's secure. It's the load bearing portion of it is going to be right here on these boards, and it's just going to set on top of those. So these right here, they'll do a little bit of load bearing, but they're really not going to do that much anyway. Alright, so we're back up on the ladder, and there is this, if I get the camera, there is this old board that that I had up here previously that I'm now going to remove. So it's been nailed twice over here, 2 more times here, and 2 more times on the other end. So we're gonna have to get that off because it's at a different height from the new board. So obviously I can't just put a roof right on top of this. It's gonna sit crooked as hell. So I don't like that. So what we're gonna do to get this off, we're gonna take this nice flat bar, we're gonna drive it in right here, and we're gonna just peel that right back off. Alright, so this one's nailed up. I didn't do it on camera. My battery's getting pretty close to dead. And I really was planning on quitting before now, but I'm going to go ahead and give you the last little bit so I feel like I accomplished something and have enough content for a video. So what we're going to do now is I have enough boards, and I want to do this. I want to have this distance between here and here is about 5 foot. I'd like to have another board right here in the middle. So I'm going to do that here and then here. So that's all I've got for you right now. In the next video, we'll probably be working on this old dump truck so that we can get it a little more street legal to use it for getting more supplies and things that hardware and things of that nature. I'll see you in the next one.